The following is a live streaming question and answer session given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on April 5th, 2018 in Chennai, India.
I was sent ahead to help Achyutananda.
I was sent ahead to help Achyutananda,
who was there on the order of Srila Prabhupada.
who was there on the order of Srila Prabhupada.
And he had been there sometime. He had been there some time. So he knew how to sing.
So he knew how to sing,
How to speak
how to speak
Bengali.
Bengali.
And I was brand new.
And I was brand new.
But one thing the Prabhupada said was that I should not stay in the Gaudiya Math.
But one thing Prabhupada said, it was, I think I should not stay in Gaudiya Math.
He wanted me to find our own place.
He wanted me to find out a place.
Otherwise, he was not willing to come.
And otherwise, he was not willing to come.
So mainly I was looking for a place.
So mainly, I was looking for a place.
We found that in Calcutta, to get a place, the landlords were apprehensive.
We found that in Calcutta, to get a place, the landlords were apprehensive
Because they were afraid if they gave you a place to stay, you wouldn't leave.
because they were afraid if you give your place to stay, then they won't leave.
So we found a place on Hindustan Park Road.
So, but we found a place on Hindustan Park Road.
It was to be a health clinic. Health clinic.
It was too bigger and health cleaning.
Health.
Clinic.
So a person said we could stay there for 6 months.
So the person said that we could stay there for 6 months.
But he wouldn't take any rent.
But he won't take any rent.
Because if he rented, then maybe we would want to stay there.
Because if they rent it, then it's maybe because we want to stay there.
So, but he thought that if we stay there, it's auspicious.
But we thought if we stay there, it's auspicious.
This was one road behind Hindustan Park Road,
This was one road behind Hindustan Park Road,
behind Ras Bihari Road,
behind Ras Bihari Road.
and so he let us stay there for 6 months.
So we stayed there for 6 months.
And the building had a kind of mezzanine floor. Mezzanine.
Mezzanine floor?
Mezzanine.
Mezzanine.
And the building had kind of mezzanine floor.
Well, so Prabhupada was staying on the mezzanine.
And Srila Prabhupada was staying on the mezzanine floor.
And we were in front of Prabhupada.
And we were in front of Prabhupada.
So when we came to the airport,
So when we came to the airport,
then all the younger brahmacharis came to greet us.
then all the young brahmacharis came to greet us.
And some of Prabhupada's godbrothers were waiting at the ashram.
And some of Prabhupada's god brothers were waiting at the ashram.
So Prabhupada looked around and he said, I'll go to the place to stay.
So Srila Prabhupada looked around and he said, I will go to the place to stay.
And they can bring prasadam.
And they can bring prasadam.
This Prabhupada arrived in the VIP section of the airport.
This was when Prabhupada arrived in the VIP section of the airport.
And I did not know. He sang, Oh Hey Vaishnava Thakur.
And Achyutananda, he sang, O He Vaishnava Thakur,
Dayas Thakur.
Dayara Sagar.
But there was an old car, like a Cadillac,
But there was an old car,
like a Cadillac.
like a Cadillac.
Prabhupada, he got in the car.
Prabhupada, he got into the car.
He said, pull out.
And he started pull out.
I thought, oh, he living without me. I thought he living without me.
I thought he is living without me.
So now I jumped in the car.
So somehow I jumped into the car.
And then there was a pickup truck filled with brahmacharis.
Pickup truck filled with brahmacharis.
Truck.
Truck.
Namaste, can you please tell us the year and the month? This is the year and month
It's
for the record.
it's after Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja in 1970.
Yeah, Guru
This happened in 1970.
This happened in 1970.
Prabhupada had been at Japan in Japan.
Prabhupada had been in Dainapan in Japan.
He ordered some books.
And he ordered some books.
So So Prahlad was saying that if he went straight to the ashram,
Prabhupada was saying that if he went straight to the ashram,
then the godbrothers would say that they sent him.
then the god brothers would say that they had sent him.
Because if they were actually meeting him as god brothers, they did that at the airport.
If they actually treated him as a god brother, they would have come to the airport.
This politics was way over my head. Way over my head.
This politics was very over-minded.
Over
Over my head.
Probably he saw every little thing.
Prabhupada, he saw every little thing.
So he went straight to the house by Rash High Road.
So he went straight to the house by Ras Bihari Road
And settled in his room.
and servant in his room.
He sent one of us for prasadam.
He said to one of us to pour prasadam.
That night, he called in Achyutananda,
That night he called in Achyutananda
and he was raising his voice to him.
and he was raising his voice to him.
I couldn't hear what they were saying.
But I couldn't hear what they were saying.
I had heard that in LA, 9 people took sannyas.
I had heard that in LA 9 people took sannyas.
So I wondered, is he getting sannyas?
So I wondered, is he getting sannyas?
But it didn't sound like it.
But didn't sound like that.
He was scolding Achyutananda.
Rather, he was scolding Achyutananda.
So after some time, he sent Achyutananda
So after some time, he sent Achyutananda
and he called me.
and he called me.
Then I got yelled at.
Then I got
Yelled.
yelled at.
But he turned to his secretary and said, he doesn't know anything.
But then he turned to his secretary and said, he don't know anything.
At this time, I didn't know anything.
At this time, I didn't know anything.
Now, after 40 years, I picked up something.
But now, after 40 years, I picked up something.
So, he asked Achyutananda,
So he asked Achyutananda
if he would like to take sannyas.
if he would like to take sannyas.
wasn't in the room at that time.
I wasn't in the room at that time.
He called me in the room the next day,
He called me in the room the next day
and he asked whether I wanted to take sannyas.
and asked whether I wanted to take sannyas.
I didn't have much idea about sannyas.
I didn't have much idea about sannyas.
I was only 21 years old.
I was only 21 years old,
But it sounded very good.
but it sounded very good.
So I said yes.
So I said yes.
Maybe if I saw how many others had problems, I would have thought twice.
Maybe if I had saw how many others had a problem, I would have thought twice.
It seemed like a very glorious thing.
But it seemed like a very glorious thing.
So I said yes.
So I said yes.
And Prabhupada said that the Radhashtami is coming up.
So Prabhupada said that the Radhashtami is coming up.
And Radhashtami was in a few days.
And Radhashtami was in few days.
So on that day, he made it clear that Achyutananda is number 10.
So that day he made it clear. Achyutananda is number 10
And you are number 11.
and you are number 11.
So I'm the 11th sannyasi.
So I am 11th sannyasi.
But now the most senior. Now the
So-
longest standing.
So I was staying in the Gaudiya.
So I was staying in Gaudiya Math.
We didn't have a place.
We didn't have a place.
Achyutananda Prabhu had misled Prabhupada.
Achyutananda Prabhu had misled Prabhupada.
So I was staying in South Calcutta,
So I was staying in South Calcutta.
and they asked me, when do you take initiation?
And they asked me, when do you take initiation?
I told them the date.
I told that day.
You sit here.
You sit here.
I just sit according to your initiation date.
You had to sit according to your initiation date.
It was very regulated.
It was very
Regulated.
regulated. It was very regulated.
Couldn't sit one seat over or behind.
You couldn't sit one seat over or behind.
Had to sit exactly.
You had to sit exactly. When were you initiated?
I think 98 in God Purnima.
Say the exact date.
You sit at the place of your exact date.
98 God Purnima.
Sit there.
You can sit there.
Maybe I don't know.
You can sit there.
This was in Mother Maharaj Gaudiya Math, no?
Yeah, so they didn't give any breakfast.
They didn't give any breakfast.
So I used to take breakfast.
But I used to taking breakfast.
So you had to eat your own breakfast.
So you had to eat your own breakfast.
So I started learning Bengali.
So I started learning Bengali.
Kododam,
Kotodam.
how much price?
How much is the price?
So since I didn't know many numbers,
Since I didn't know many numbers,
I knew the numbers 4, 8, 12,
I knew the numbers 4, 8, 12.
but in those days, they had previously used the Anna system.
In those days, previously, they used Ana system.
16 Annas, 1 rupee.
16 Annas, 1 rupee.
So they know all the 12, you can somehow get by.
So if you knew up to 12, you can
Get by.
get by it.
Subsies
Whatever subjects
and fruits.
and fruits,
6 rupees
6 rupees
and 8 annas.
and 8 Annas.
That's 6.5.
That's 6.5.
If he would say something else, I don't know the answer.
But if he would say something else, I don't know what to answer.
But I was there when Prabhupada came. I was the only one who knew any Bengali.
When Prabhupada came, I was the only one who knew any Bengali.
So I could buy the fruit
So I could buy the fruits
for the party.
for the devotees.
One night,
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for a wonderful sharing of the pastimes. So my question is, if our authorities or Guru ask us to do some specific service, should we see our condition and situation, or we should just do what they say and then accordingly adjust?
if someone asks you to do something you don't think you're able to,
If someone asks you to do something which you don't think that you are able to,
no offense if you make a question,
there is no offense if you make a question.
but I don't think I can do this.
That I don't think that I can do this.
That's quite reasonable.
That's quite reasonable.
Jai Guru Maharaj, that is great. Srila Prabhupada was aware on what he was expecting from his god brothers in the Gaudiya Math and all these things. After that time, Prabhupada remained in India and their land was acquired, or he left India and after the Mayapur land was acquired. And when did he send you with Achyutananda to Mayapur?
This happened in Calcutta,
This happened in Calcutta.
and then after a month or so, he went to Bombay.
Then after a month or so, he went to Bombay.
I stayed in Calcutta.
I stayed in Calcutta.
There was Prabhupada arranged for a big handle.
There, Prabhupada arranged for a big pandal.
And they sent a letter, fly or die.
And they sent him a letter, fly or die.
So I saw the police.
So he showed to the police,
What should I do?
what should I do?
So they gave extra security.
So they gave extra security.
And they had a big rope around anywhere.
And we had a big program anyway.
Where he went from Bombay, I don't remember.
Where he went from Bombay, I don't remember.
The other, they don't read the other books, which give the chronological history of Prabhupada.
There are other books like Lilamrita and all, which gives chronological history of Prabhupada. The online question, Vishal and Mamta Kamath. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, over the time in devotional service, we tend to become complacent in our sadhana. How to increase and maintain our enthusiasm in devotional service?
When you love someone, then you want to serve that person.
When you love someone, then you want to serve that person.
So of your capacity, you try to serve.
And up to our capacity, you try to serve.
Whether it's love for Radha or love for Krishna,
So whether it's love for Radha or love for Krishna
or love for a spiritual master,
or the love for spiritual master,
one tries to do their utmost to serve.
one tries to do their utmost to serve.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,